What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my recipe for a pumpkin spice cassava pone. Now, even though it isn't the fall season, I don't think it's ever a wrong time to enjoy something with pumpkin spice in it. So I decided to put a riff on my traditional cassava pone recipe and add some of those warming flavors of cinnamon, nutmeg, and the other spices within pumpkin spice into it. So if you want to see my traditional Guyanese cassava pone recipe, I'll have it linked right up here in the right hand corner. But if you want to see how to put this pumpkin spice version together, please keep on watching. The first thing you want to do is get some fresh cassava and finely grate it on the finest side of your grater. Now once you finish grating that and you put it into your bowl, you're going to go in with some freshly grated ginger. Now I love freshly grated ginger for this dessert because I enjoy that fresh pungent ginger taste, but if you wanted to omit it or use powdered ginger, feel free to do so as well. After going in with my ginger and mixing it in a little bit, I'm going to go in with some condensed milk. Now you have a few choices for this recipe. You don't have to use condensed milk. You could definitely use sugar as your form of sweetness, but I much prefer using the condensed milk because it adds another layer of richness and of course it adds your sweetness. And after you add in that condensed milk, you're going to go in with some pureed pumpkin. If you didn't have pureed pumpkin from the can, you could also use fresh grated pumpkin if you wanted to. It totally depends on your taste and preferences. And after that, I am also going in with a little bit of melted butter. And the melted butter is going to ensure that the cassava pone does not get hard and it does not get dry once it's done cooking. And at this point, once you give everything a mix, you're going to go in with your pumpkin pie spice. Now they sell an already bottled pumpkin pie spice at the grocery store, but if you didn't have access to that, it really just contains some cinnamon, some nutmeg, some ground cloves, allspice, and other spices like that. I'll have it in the description box down below, so this way if you cannot find pumpkin pie spice, you can see what spices to add in. And besides that pumpkin pie spice, I'm also going to go in with some cinnamon powder. Now, although normally I would just use the condensed milk as my form of sweetness for this dish, I went ahead and I gave it a little taste just to make sure I had enough sweetness in there, and I decided to add in a little bit of brown sugar. The reason why I did that is because I did not have more condensed milk on hand, and I realized that by adding the brown sugar, it gives it a nice brown color as well. Now, once you get everything properly mixed and incorporated, you're going to go in with your evaporated milk, and you're going to also stream in some vanilla or some mixed essence or vanilla essence. Now, I wanted to mention if you wanted to make this vegan, you can swap out the butter for vegan butter or coconut oil, and instead of the evaporated milk, you can also use coconut milk. So I mixed everything really well, got it all incorporated, and now I have a 9-inch ceramic baking dish that I buttered really well. It's important when making cassava pone to butter that dish really well, so this way it does not stick, because it will stick if you don't grease it properly. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is put it into my oven, preheated at 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake it for about 25 to 30 minutes, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, just until it firms up and gets nice and golden brown. Alright everyone, so I just pulled my pumpkin pie spice cassava pone out of the oven, and I'm truly getting some fall vibes. This pumpkin pie spice is permeating the entire house. Even though it's only mid-May, I'm totally okay with that because I love some pumpkin spice in almost anything. So I'm just going to cut around the edges to loosen it up from the pan, and because I buttered it so well, it's really coming off with almost no effort. And I wanted to let you know, the more you butter the pan, the crispier those edges are. So if you are an edge person just like me with the cassava pone, you're truly going to enjoy it if you butter it really well. So I'm just going to go ahead and slice into it and show you guys what it looks like, because honestly guys, this cassava pone was so moist, it was so gooey, just like how cassava pone is supposed to be. The edges were nice and crispy, and let me tell you what, the pumpkin that we added in and that pumpkin pie spice really adds another depth of flavor, and it actually complements the cassava in there, and the ginger was really well too. I really enjoy that flavor with the pumpkin pie spice. So if all of you lovely people enjoyed my video today for pumpkin pie spice cassava pone, I hope you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed yet, and of course leave all of your wonderful comments down below. I'll see you guys again in my next video. I just want to let you guys know, stay home, stay safe, and be well, and I'm thinking about each and every one of you guys. Bye everyone.